Selling online is the easiest and most accessible way of making money that there has ever been, especially now in 2026. But a lot of people still don't know how to get started. So in today's video, I'm breaking it down and I'm making it super simple for you to be able to get started selling on Shopify in 2026. So today we're not wasting any time. Let's just jump straight into Shopify. And the very first thing that we're going to do is simply start for free. Now we're going to go ahead and start our free trial. Right now, at the time of this recording, you can get 3 months for $3, pretty much $1 each month. And then after that, it goes back up to regular pricing. Now, this promotion can change. And honestly, it changes quite a few times throughout the year. So if by the time that you're watching this video, you see a different promotion on your screen, then that's totally okay. Everything else in this video is going to be relevant. So just go ahead and continue. Now we're going to go ahead and create a brand new account. We're going to go ahead and start with our email. Go ahead and continue. Create our password. And then we're going to create our Shopify account. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and fill out the rest of this information, and then it's going to take us to our Shopify dashboard. And really, that's all you need to actually get started selling on the Shopify platform. Now we need to go ahead and set up our store, our theme, and all of that stuff, and add products. Now we're going to take this one step at a time. I didn't choose a plan just yet because I am going to show you a different way to do things in just a little bit, something that's actually going to streamline your entire process. But for now, we're going to take it step by step and go through the basics. So for now, let's check out our orders page. This is where we're going to see all of our different orders. You don't have anything here just yet, but then we're going to have our products. On our products page, all we have to do is simply click on add product. Then we're going to include our details. So what are we selling? Let's say we're selling a short sleeve t-shirt. Obviously, we're going to be a little bit more descriptive. We're going to give a bit more detail on our products. But then we also have our description. We can go ahead and write our description in here. We can generate any text with AI. And then here's where we're going to go ahead and add any pictures or any videos that we want to go along for our product. We're then going to choose our pricing. If we want to have a, let's say, sale price. So I don't know if you've seen a lot of the times when you go online, you see one price, the sale price, and then you see the other one next to it that's slashed and it says compare at. That's what this is going to be right here. We can go ahead and set up a compare at price. So that way our customers think that they're getting a good deal, or so that way they know that they're getting a good deal. And then we also have our shipping. Here, we're going to go ahead and set our shipping. So to do this, we need to simply just click on here, click on add new package. And then we're going to do essentially our generic package. So what's our product's weight? How big is the box that it's going to ship in, or the package that it's going to ship in? And what's the name of the package? So we can set this for multiple other products. Let's go ahead and cancel that. And then we have different variations. So does our product have multiple colors? T-shirts usually do. Same thing with size. Are there different options for fabric or anything else? Now, the cool thing about this is that depending on what you put on the titles, it's going to automatically fill your category, which can then automatically fill your different variations. So certain categories might have different variations. Now, if you are enjoying this video so far and you want to keep learning more about e-commerce and dropshipping overall and how to succeed with making money online, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you see a hype feature down there that's brand new, make sure you hit that hype feature as well. And make sure you smash that like button and hit that little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos the moment that they drop. Continuing, we do have our customers tab over here. We're going to have any information on any customers that have made a purchase, or we can simply add our customer on here. Under marketing, we have the option to be able to go through everything and actually look at different campaigns. Campaigns could be anything like, let's say, email marketing. Shopify gives us access to, I think it's up to 10,000 email marketing emails that we can send out a month. So you have a good wiggle room at the start. We have a few other options. We have discounts, so we can set any discounts for our customers, any promotions. Under content, we can go ahead and set up a few different things like, let's say, uploading any files, anything that if we're selling digital products. We can change our different menus, so the menus that we see on our store and on our footer. Then we have the different markets, so where are we selling in? We have our finance, which is essentially how we're going to get paid, how we can pay. And our analytics, which tell us where's our traffic coming from and which one of our products is actually selling. Then we have our online store. Now, this is going to be your store, right? This one right here. This is what it's going to start off at. But if we do want to make things a lot easier, we can simply go ahead and choose an existing theme. Just so you know, when it comes to the themes, there's a lot of them that are free and there's a lot that are paid. There's a few that are ranging anywhere between $40 to maybe $200 or $500 or more. Don't worry about that. I'm going to give you something way better in just a second. But even if you do want to do things yourself, you can simply start off with any one of these different templates like this one right here. Let's say you're selling barbecue sauce like this, like these people, right? Actually, I think I've seen these. But anyway, you can go ahead and click on it and you can see how it looks. But then also what you can do is you can go ahead, if this is the one that you want to use, you can go ahead and click on add. Then it's going to be over here in your theme library. It's essentially going to be installed in your store. And then you can go ahead and select it. Okay, so here we can go ahead and see, we can either publish it, essentially make it live, or we can click on edit. So if you click on edit, this is what we'll see. And obviously this is not a converting store. This has a lot of work to do. So we can start changing everything up. Let's remove this. This is their AI, which I don't typically use. Whatever we want to start changing, we can go ahead and click on each one of these blocks. Super easy to do. And we can either rearrange them, add, delete, or change whatever we want. So here we have our hero, right? This is where we're going to essentially put a background, a little bit of text, and our shop all button. So we can do this with our own images, or we can do this with Shopify provided images. So we can either select ours or explore free images. We're going to do that. Let's say we're doing food, right? Like we said, let's do strawberries. And now we're going to do, I don't know, the most natural of the jams. Let's say we're selling jams. Now, after we select our image, what you do need to do is make sure you hit select down here and it'll save it up here. So we have our new image banner. Now there's also a little shop all button here. We can go ahead and click on that and we could change where it goes to. So the link over here, it can either go to our collections, our products, our pages, or any of the different things that we set on our store. Now let's say we want to change something, or if we want to add something, right? Maybe we don't want this product block down here where we have all of our different products. We can go ahead and click on the actual block. And here we can see this is under the product card. So we can go ahead and take this media, we can go ahead and hide it. It'll completely hide all of the different pictures. And then the product card, same thing, we can take that off and it'll hide the actual products. So let's go ahead and turn that on. You can see the difference, the products, and then we have the medias here. We can go ahead and remove these. Let's say this right here, we also want to remove. We can go ahead and take off that video. We can either hide it or we can completely delete it. And if we want to add something, we can click on, let's say over here where it says add block. And then we can see all of the different ones that they have here. So they have buttons, they have headings, icons, images, logos, text, video, different collections. We can put this one actually right here, the collection card. So the collection card is essentially going to take us to our product collection. So on Shopify, we can have multiple collections. We can have a collection of t-shirts. We can have a collection of space t-shirts. We can have a collection of animal t-shirts like that. So it's pretty much like categorized. And in order to select our collection and changing it of the different details, we're going to do that here on the side where it has our collection card. Now, if we do want to add something under these strawberries or under this banner, we can add, let's say, a different section, which we'll see down here. So we can click on add a section and we have all of these different options. So we have a slideshow, a large logo, a showcase that's going to showcase two different things, whatever we want, and a few different things. We also have our different collections, like our collection spotlight. So what we want to be selling, or do we want to see, do we want to show it as a carousel, as an editorial, or as a grid? Let's do a grid for now, just so you can see what it looks like. And that's what it's going to look like. Now within these sections, we can add different blocks. And those blocks we can add directly on here, right in that selection. And then we can add things like, let's say, a button, a heading, an icon, and all of these different options. Now I know there's a few things that I'm not going to go over, like let's say some of the shipping settings and a few of the more smaller details. This is more of a generic quick start guide, but if you do want a very, very detailed version of how to get started selling on Shopify, just check out this video right here. In it, Laurent goes through absolutely every single setting that you can think of. So every question that you have, he's going to answer it in that video. So I highly suggest you check it out. It is a little bit long, but trust me, it's one of the most informative videos you have here on YouTube to actually learn how to start selling online on a platform like Shopify. So I highly suggest you check it out after this one. Now, I did tell you that I was going to show you a quicker way to get started and set up your store and really just have everything ready. And that's going to be using AutoDS. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to run over to autods.com and we're going to go ahead and create an account. Now, this is going to cost you $1 for 2 weeks. And then afterwards, you're going to have to choose your regular plan. But in these 2 weeks, you are going to have access to all of the different features that I'm going to show you. So for one, you have access to a marketplace. And these are all products that are proven to sell. These are products that are currently trending and people are actually buying. You also have access to something called the handpicked product section. These are products that are actually picked by expert e-commerce owners and expert dropshippers. These are proven products with a proven sell rate in the last month to 2 months. So in the last couple of months, every single product here has been trending and they're actually selling. Now, the way that you're going to sell these is essentially by drop shipping. So the way that this works is somebody's going to come to your store, they're going to place an order in your store, and then the order is going to go to AutoDS, and AutoDS is going to fulfill it for you. So really, you're essentially all hands off. All you have to do is choose your products, import them to your store, and set your prices. That's all you got to do. AutoDS is going to take care of all of the rest, including the importing to your store. Remember how we did it earlier and it took us maybe like a minute or two? Imagine doing that for 20 or 30 products. You're going to be there for hours. AutoDS is going to allow you to import those 20 or 30 products in literally just 5 minutes. It's going to take you longer to look for the products than it is to actually import them to your store. And the way you do that is by clicking import. It's super easy. So once you do have your account set up with AutoDS, what you're going to do is you're going to come up here. For me, it already has my store, but for you, it should say add store. So click on that. For me, it says add store down here, and then I'm going to do Shopify store. Click on continue. And now this is where we're going to kind of go into a fork in the path, right? We already have a Shopify store. So all we have to do is connect it to AutoDS. But another option that you have is to use AI to generate a pre-built store for you. So that way you don't have to worry about the layouts or adjusting everything or really spending hours upon hours trying to perfect your store. This is going to give you a fully built and converting e-commerce store that's already preloaded with 10 or 12 different items in the niche that you choose. So let me show you that really fast. Let's go ahead and click on that. Let's choose the middle one. By the way, this is a completely free service within AutoDS. All you have to do is pay for AutoDS. You can use the service as much as you want. And of course, you are going to have to sign up for Shopify. Even though I didn't pay, this time I am going to pay for the Shopify trial because this is the one that I really want to show you. Now, after that, we can go ahead and choose our niche. So let's do something fun for the new year. Let's go with home and garden. Let's click on continue. Now we're going to choose 2 different banners. Remember those strawberries that we added? This is pretty much where that's going to go. So we're going to do this one because that looks like a beautiful home. And since we are doing garden, let's go ahead and do this one right here. So now we're going to go to access Shopify. And in this case, we're either going to create a new account or we're going to connect our existing account. Now, just so you know, this is only going to work with new accounts. So if you have an existing account, you can go ahead and create a new account on top of that existing account, because in Shopify, you can have multiple accounts. Just know that you are going to be paying for 2 different accounts. So if you don't want both, make sure to cancel one. So let's go ahead and start here. All right, so for me, it's already asking me to sign in because we already created an account earlier, but we never selected a plan. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to go back to AutoDS. We're going to go ahead and click on continue. And now we're going to access Shopify plans. Now under access Shopify plans, we're going to choose the plan that's right for us. We're going to have 3 different options. Honestly, don't bother with any of the other ones. Just go with the basic one, the one that you're already prompted with, the one that's by default. It's the cheapest, it's $39 a month, and it's all you need, especially to get started. And even as you start scaling, it's more than enough. So let's go ahead and sign up for this. Go ahead and subscribe. Okay, now on this part, you need to add an address. If you don't have one, put your home address, but don't add this later, don't do this later. Do this right now, because if you don't do this, then you're not gonna be able to have your store go live. So let's just put any address that we have. This is one of my addresses. And we're pretty much done at this point. So let's go back to AutoDS, and now we're gonna go to continue. And now we need to install the AutoDS app. So let's go ahead and access Shopify App Store. Go ahead and click on install. Okay, now on this part, let's click on install one more time. And now it's going to connect to AutoDS and it's going to go back to the AutoDS platform. Now, when you see this, you are officially connected, you're linked up, you should be good to go. There's a couple more steps though. Let's go ahead and click on customize my store. And now AI is actually going to start to customize our store for us. All right, now one more time, let's click on access Shopify. Now we need to remove the password from our website. And on here, we're simply going to uncheck this, click on save, and go back to AutoDS, click on continue, and we're completely done. Now, before I show you the store, I do want to show you a couple more things. So under the marketplace, right, we have the handpicked products, like I mentioned. If we go to any one of these products, I have seen these going like crazy on TikTok right now, and this might be the time to actually import these to the store and start selling them. They're these little levitating magnetic platforms. Are super cool. If you want to sell this, all you got to do is click on import draft, By default, your store is going to be selected. Go ahead and click on your store. If it's not, click on import draft, and it'll go to our draft section, which is going to be right here. Now, when our product is imported, it gets taken to this section, which is the draft section. Now, it's not live on our store just yet, but it will be in just a few more steps. So let's go ahead and click on click to edit. And on here, we can go ahead and customize all of our listing details. So we can go ahead and change our title. We can add the product 20 collections, change the shipping methods from our supplier. Although I always suggest you keep it at cheapest with tracking. So that way your customer gets the cheapest shipping, but also includes tracking. Fastest seems pretty cool, but a lot of times fastest is going to be about $100 to maybe $120 in shipping. So I don't recommend going with that one. Just do cheapest with tracking and you'll stay safe. Now under monitoring, you can see stock and price monitoring. So this has to do with your supplier. So if your supplier ever runs out of a product, or if they simply increase their prices, then your store will let you know and it'll automatically make the adjustments on your side. So that way you're not selling anything you don't have, and you're also not losing money. This ensures that if your suppliers raise their prices, you're gonna stay competitive. You'll still be able to raise your prices automatically pretty much. Then you have your product page or the description. Just so you know, the description and your title can be optimized with AI directly within the AutoDS system. And the AI on here is already trained to make these descriptions more fitting for e-commerce. So all you have to do is click on optimize title with AI. You can make it sound more professional and choose a different temperature. We're just gonna keep it at the defaults. And it takes what's already on there and it essentially rewrites it. So magnetic levitation display stand for home and office decor. That's definitely a lot more attractive than magnetic levitation display stand ornament tray, empty study, office, bedroom decoration, home ornament. So we can go ahead and click on save on that one. Now we can check out our product page. So this is what's going to show up on our description. And honestly, it's not going to look too good if we just keep it at what we got from our supplier directly. So what we want to do to make things a lot easier for us is simply generate a product page with AI. We can go ahead and click generate a product page and look pretty much immediately how it's already structuring everything. Look at how much better this looks. This is actually what it's going to look like. I'll show it to you in just a second, but this is really just making things so much easier for you in just a couple of clicks. And it's going to make your store just look a lot more professional and a lot more trustworthy. So I'm going to keep that as is. I think it already looks good enough. Now under variants, we can click on edit. Here we're going to see all of the different variations we have. So we have a black version, a white version, maybe different colors, different sizes. They'll all show up here. And they each have this option to be able to change your pricing. Now, the cool thing about this is that, let's say you want to make a profit of 60%. We're purchasing our product from our supplier at $39.96. We have 3% in fees from the platform, in this case Shopify, because Shopify does charge you for every transaction. We don't have any dollar amount fees. This profit dollar amount we can leave at 0. So overall, we sell this product at $65.91 and we take home $23.98 after our fees are deducted. So this is our actual take home profit. And if we want to change this, let's say we have 13% in fees, then we can change that and it'll adjust everything automatically. So we still want to make our 60% in profit because this is how much we set. We have to sell at 73 and we still take home $23.98. We're happy with this. We can click on save. Then we have our images where you can go ahead and add, edit, or delete any images. And you're pretty much good to go from here. We can click on save and import, and then our product will be automatically imported to our store. Now, ready for the big reveal? Let's go ahead and check out what our store looks like. So let's go back to Shopify. Let's click on online store. And now you're going to see a new theme. This is the build your store theme. So here we can go ahead and click on view your store. And this is what it looks like. Look how much better this looks compared to when we first started and everything was just blank and just a blank template. And look how quick this was. This literally took us just a few minutes and it's just me rambling on and on. And in that time, AutoDS created this entire store for us. Now, if you go to our catalog, we can see different products that are already imported to our store. Just so you know, we also have a little cool logo, and up here, of course, our welcome banner. But if we scroll down, we're gonna see all the different products that are already included. And we're gonna see the one that we just imported. So we can go ahead and click on it and look how good this looks. This looks so much better than most of the generic listings that you see online. This actually looks good. This looks like something that I would purchase myself, right? Obviously, there's a few things you have to change. Make sure you optimize your pricing. If you want to change anything on here, you by all means can. You can change your color scheme. You can change any of the testimonials. You can change any of this that you see here as you see fit. So that way it fits your store, your branding. Now, I do suggest you do that. This might look amazing. It looks really good. You might be ready to sell. And honestly, it is ready to sell. But I always suggest you go into the store editor and start changing things to just match your vibe. Have it match your store, have it match your message. And honestly, it's easier to edit something like this that's already working and fully built than starting from scratch. It is going to take so much longer to do everything from scratch. And then once people start going to your store and they actually start making purchases, again, you can either fulfill these orders by yourself. If you're not using AutoDS, in that case, you need to go to your supplier, place an order with them and have it shipped to your customer and always keep track of it. Or if you're selling something from around the house, grab it, pack it up and ship it out. Or if you're using AutoDS, just let AutoDS take care of it. An order comes into your store, AutoDS is going to take that order and they're going to automatically fulfill it for you using a balance that you top up, this one right here. So in short, that's pretty much how you get started selling on Shopify. What did you think of today's video? What do you think of AutoDS and just overall e-commerce as a whole? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe. And with that, my name is Mario with AutoDS, and I'll catch you all next time.